In the 1980s, you remember Whitney Houston sang to us that learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. Nice song, sounds like good advice, but I'm never sure that idea translates too well over here to Scotland. If there's one nation on the planet that would be resistant to the very idea of loving ourselves, it would certainly be us. We pride ourselves on knowing our place, not getting ideas above our station, and we hate someone who has a big hit for themselves. But I don't think that's what Whitney meant. She wasn't singing learning to be a bawhead is the greatest thing of all. What Whitney was trying to tell us is that our relationship with ourselves is the most important relationship that we'll have. Now, it might seem like a weird idea at first because we're not used to thinking of it in that way. But if you think about it, you already have a relationship with yourself. I mean, you always have since you were a kid. These videos are just us starting to be more aware of what state that relationship is in. Like, if you don't like yourself or hate the way you look or criticise or put yourself down, don't take good care of yourself, or if you just put your own needs last, then it won't really matter what you're doing or who's around you, because your life is just going to feel much more difficult and dissatisfying than it needs to be. The reason I think that the videos in this playlist are so important is I suppose there's two reasons. Firstly, because the way we treat ourselves will decide how we feel more than anything else that comes our way. So if I'm constantly telling myself that I'm an idiot, or I sound weird, or I look odd, then I'll never feel good enough and I'll never have the confidence to do the things that I would like to try. And secondly, the way you treat yourself also sets the blueprint for how other people will see you and treat you. So if you put yourself down, walk like you're apologising for being alive, or start your sentences by saying, oh, this will sound stupid, but, or finishing your sentences by saying, I'm probably just being an idiot, then they'll play along and they'll treat you like one. We don't realise it, but we are constantly giving out information about how we think of ourselves. And other people learn to copy this without even realising that they're doing it. So our relationships with others can become just a mirror of our relationship with ourselves. This is why these videos, I think, are so important and really a huge part of feeling better. And I suppose a word of warning, we can't bluff it or hide the way we feel about ourselves as much as we might think we can. Hiding behind a smile, telling everyone that we're fine, won't actually hide what you feel on the inside. Or going the opposite direction and overcompensating, walking down the street with a stare on your face and your arms swinging, pretending you have bandy legs and you're the lead singer of Oasis. Doesn't hide it either. You'd be as well having a big sign above your head saying, insecure male walking to the shops. Your relationship with yourself involves being authentic. It's really life without a mask. And I mean, that might feel scary at first, but the benefits to improving how you feel about yourself will be worth every bit of courage that it might take. I think maybe if Whitney had told us that learning to accept ourselves, or learning to listen to ourselves, learning to talk kindly or care for ourselves is the greatest thing of all, then maybe that's as far as we can go. And to be honest, that would probably be good enough. The videos in this playlist will give you a chance to think about your relationship with yourself, but also how you might want to alter this.